you.
Bro, that's a baby
Sweet on
one. You see it?
I thought you were going to smack it with the microphone.
Gotcha, bitch.
When I was at Nate's house earlier, that's what we were staying in his driveway, which the trees are right there. Tori literally was like, and like went to swat something on my arm. I was like, what?
Yeah.
There's a spider there.
Some technical difficulties.
She was like, he jumped out before I could even hit him. I was like, well, they're attracted to me.
Hey, I mean, you got something attracted to you, right?
Well, welcome to the Dairy Pod, where we
The
talk about
dairy.
what types of milk
Dairy.
we can drink and what...
Dude, actually, let's talk about that. 2% my entire life, right?
Right.
So
Ours was whole milk. That's probably explains everything about me.
Marcus is
Like,
whole milk, right?
whole milk.
After living there, that's all I can drink now.
I drank 2% until like 5 years ago. When I started buying groceries one day, I was like, I'm just going to get red. I always got blue cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not knowing that
and
there
then
you
was
have to
like,
watch now because now also they're different because some of them,
non-fat
Well,
zero
different,
is blue.
Low fat.
Right,
it's not,
right.
but it's not the same blue.
But
it's similar,
It used to
and
be
you're
a
like, fuck.
light blue.
Right,
Was
yeah.
the skim milk.
Yeah, it was, like,
now
super
it's like
bright.
green.
Right.
Or it's
So
like,
they be throwing you off though. I don't know. They're all over the place
But
now.
look, so when I started buying the milk myself, right?
and
I'm
you-
looking at it, right? I'm like, I'm already paying for the milk,
Right.
right? Why would I only get 2% of it? You feel me? Like,
what the fuck?
I'm just gonna get the whole
Is
damn
this
thing.
some rich
I'll
people
water
shit?
this shit down. Look how I got so much more milk.
Dude, honestly, I felt like
and then
when
you had that first
like-
bowl of cereal with whole milk,
Is
and you're
that
like,
like 50-50 concentrate?
See, I don't know. I felt like when I was a kid and like they would have whole milk, I felt like it was like chunky. Like I'm like, nah, can't do it.
I hope not.
It had to be 2%.
in your
Right.
head. It was
Now
chunky?
I'm like, if it ain't the red cap, bro, it ain't for me. If it ain't
no,
whole,
it tastes like water.
there's,
Yeah.
but there's
Gross.
different, and there, I feel like for me, if we were cooking or something in the house, I definitely feel like whole milk. I know I was jamming. I heard
I
that
didn't
thing
realize
come
the
on. I was
music
like,
was on.
fuck yeah.
Milk, milk.
But like, if you're cooking something or baking anything, whole
Bacon.
milk. Whole milk's the way to
yeah, I
go.
feel like and it even says that like in
Buttermilk.
normal,
Well, yeah, it
in
says
normal
one
like
glass of whole milk or
whatever you call
something.
that, like recipes.
Yeah, because
It
the
says
2%
whole
is too
milk.
thin.
Yeah.
You only got 2% of it, bro.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
it literally just evaporates like water.
Life hack.
Like, oh,
Get the
fuck.
whole milk, water it down till it's 2%. You got a fridge full of milk.
Alec over here
Imagine that's
has
what
a
people
wa-
have been doing.
has like
They're like, yeah, they actually get 2 gallons per gallon.
once I've watered down 50-50, that's
yeah,
the same.
it's that antifreeze.
It's like
Yeah, it's like you gotta shake this shit. Oh, make sure you shake the milk before you use it. What? What's in here? Half water.
God. So you made Kool-Aid, bitch, but you didn't mix no goddamn milk.
It'd be a whole nother thing.
Right.
Like, you ain't mixing this milk right.
yeah. You
Why you mixing?
She makes the best
Stop.
purple milk.
Like,
what? How much water did you put in this?
how'd you mix this milk so white?
Why?
2 cups of sugar.
Why can't I see through this? It's too cloudy. What the fuck?
I remember growing up with Austin. They did a whole thing there for a minute where they was on the skim milk thing.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, bro!
That's
I
The
remember-
the
pink
word.
cap.
Oh
pink,
my
yeah.
gosh,
What are you
bro.
getting?
Cap.
Heart surgery?
Bro.
What are you doing there?
You're like, I can't
Maybe,
drink
you know what?
shit.
Thinking back on it now, maybe it was when Teresa was going through breast cancer.
That's
and
what it
shit.
was.
Yeah, it might have been it.
Anytime I see someone that's like doing something like that, they
It
got the
might
pink
have
cap.
been.
It could be, yeah.
It might have
like,
been,
just stop
but I want to
drinking
say it was
milk.
way before that. I want to say they were just doing that.
Does
for
the
a
pink cap
minute.
mean you have is that for people with
Mm.
breast cancer? Does that why
I
it's-
don't think so.
That's
I don't know.
fucked.
I just
That's
remember
fucked.
trying to eat a bowl of
My
cereal there
grandma
one
had
time,
breast
and I was
cancer
like, "Yeah,
twice.
I'm good, bro. I'm gonna go home. Actually, I live around the block. I'm
He's
actually,
like, bro, I
I'm gonna
got.
head out. All
You
right,
sure
I'm
you
gonna
don't
get
want
it.
any cereal? Like,
Like-
and you're like, you see the pink milk on the
Yeah,
table.
I'm like, all right, I'm gonna head out.
Nah,
I'm gonna
good,
head out.
dog.
Matter of fact.
Can I get a new bowl? And just use
Which
water?
honestly, back then when I was a kid, I used to just like literally leave at like 2:00 in the morning. Just be like, I'd be like there to spend the night, and I'm just next thing you know, they
homesick.
wake up and I'm gone.
And they're like, oh fuck.
Like you never
Oh,
did a
that-
camp as a kid, did you?
A camp,
Like you left, like
dude. I was in
I
Boy
know you-
Scouts as a kid,
weren't
and
in
literally
band
I had my mom pick me up halfway
Yeah.
through the night. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm out.
That's what I was
I was
gonna
like,
say.
I'm not gonna do this. Actually, matter of fact,
You're just.
I just
there
never
like,
did an overnight thing as a kid. Did you? Did your parents ever give
tried
you a chance to be, raped?
once or twice, but like also I think like the first time I was probably like way too young, and it was like I think literally next door, and I wasn't having it.
Okay. I meant like
Yeah,
camp.
like,
I
when
didn't
I was a
mean
kid,
literally.
I didn't go
I didn't mean
nowhere.
actually. I meant like a camp, like for overnight.
Like I'll just choose to be home.
sorry.
Like if I would attempt to sleep over all the places, just I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go home.
Right.
I would be the person that would have people come over, and then they would leave it too because they had the same anxiety that I also had.
It's like yeah.
Or-
so,
But I felt that.
Or
That's
I-
what I felt.
but did
that.
you ever actually fall asleep, or was it like the whole time you're awake?
No, the whole time I was awake.
Okay, so,
And the
yeah, I
whole
was
time
same-
I'm
same.
contemplating, like, can I get out? Because, you know what I mean? At that time, I'm only like 11.
Like,
you know what
am
I'm
I
saying?
able to
Yeah,
escape?
can I get out, actually? And then, like, I was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck them. Like, I'm just going to
I
slide.
sure as shit can.
I only
yeah.
live right around the block.
Yeah.
Like, I just got to get out the squeaky door quick.
Slide out the window.
I know that was a couple times they would get mad because I was leave out the back sliding glass
They're
door,
like, if
and
he's
I
gonna
can't lock
leave
that
in the
behind
middle of
me.
the night.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, but who the fuck gonna break in? You be all right.
Right.
And then you get the reputation of Dev does
yeah.
heroin because he leaves it too.
Yeah, at 11 years
Actually,
old.
I'm
right?
just scared to spend the night.
Dude, I remember at like 15 when I started smoking cigarettes. That's what, like, dude, like when I would say over there, and like John Weed, he'd be like, you need to go outside to smoke. He's like, we can go out this window, right?
It was just
we
he
can
liked the
sneak.
rush of
yeah.
He's
getting
like,
in
oh my-
trouble.
Yeah, he just
Literally.
wanted to
I'd
be
be like, well,
sneaky
shit, I'm
enough to
down.
be
Let's
like,
get it.
I'm gonna break out the window. We're gonna get out on the roof,
Yeah, you
but
figured,
not,
he figured
but not
it out.
actually leave. Like he just wants to like be up there to be like, we did it.
That's what and
then, like,
that
get
probably
back in the
helped
house.
him to getting away with so well of smoking spice through the days. Was trying to sneak me out to smoke cigarettes.
He's like,
Right.
I plotted
So
it
by
out.
the time he was,
He's like, I know the tricks now
Yep.
through him.
by the time he was 16,
Because that was the other thing is like Teresa and them knew that I smoked at that time. So it was like, you know what I mean? Like they knew when like we would get caught being out, they knew what we were out there for. It was for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So John probably used that to his advantage. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you know.
by the
Devin had
time
to
he was
smoke,
17,
so.
though, if he,
Hey, Devin's got to go smoke. So I'm
they're like, we haven't seen Devin in a
gonna go
month.
with him.
It's like he's outside.
Yeah,
He'd be
dark.
outside.
He probably ran for.
Yeah, yes.
You know how
He
he
thinks you
don't be
guys are
staying the
mad.
night.
Actually, let's talk about that.
He don't
'cause
be
that was
staying the night,
another
you know?
thing when I was younger. I had a with the whole fight or flight. I was straight flight, bro. I would run.
Nike
Jeez.
flight.
We're not even
I
gonna
would
deal with it. No one's
run,
even
bro.
mad.
I
I
would
didn't have
straight
time to
dip.
figure it out. I was gone.
When Amber was pregnant,
I ran for miles.
with Rye, right?
I ran for days.
Like, dude, yeah. So we were setting up decorations, right? It was for I think Christmas, and so it was like me, Brandon Johnson, and my sister. She's like
You just
8 months
dropped his
pregnant.
government on
Well, no.
a
So she's
fucking
like,
There's just so
podcast.
many
there's
BJs.
9,500 of
I
them.
think
in
that's
the
everyone's
in
name.
this county.
In this county,
Literally
it's at
everyone's
least a
name.
handful.
But
Word up, bud?
We should just
we
name this
literally
podcast.
label them by
Name
skin
it
color,
Brandon
bro.
Johnson.
We literally label
What's-
them locally by skin color. Like, which one you talking about? You talking about this one or that?
You're talking about the white one,
Yeah.
the black one, Birdo?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about, dog?
The light skin.
Right.
But what do you call it? Fucking. So we were setting decorations, and we had these end tables that were like a steel frame glass in the center. My sister was like 8 months pregnant. She was leaning on the corner of one, ended up glass shattering. She went down, right?
Wait, I'm
in
sorry,
between her
what
legs on
happened?
the steel frame.
She fell?
Yeah.
Just
Went through the
drunk,
glass. She was
or-
trying. No, she was 8 months pregnant, sober,
Oh, yeah,
trying
I'm
to set
sorry.
up Christmas decorations in the window.
Yeah, like
In
a
the-
movie.
in the red room.
Right.
Wait. Was her dude there?
Brandon, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like a movie scene.
Yeah,
The,
they're like-
the dad's just not in the picture, setting up
Yes,
Christmas
but he
by
wasn't.
himself,
So
Right, he's
falls
over
on
there
the
like,
stomach.
So he wasn't in the room.
Right.
Right? It was just me and her. And so she fell through, right? She's 8 months pregnant. She instantly screams, I ran.
Gone. There's no help.
Literally just
Dipped.
jaw drops, run, right? Just dip out.
Hit the forest.
I'm out, bro.
Gone.
Out. Literally gone. Couldn't find me.
My God.
They're like,
Brandon,
did he do it?
Brandon yoked, and then literally I came back in. Brandon was running out the front door with her in his hands, throwing her in the car to go to the hospital. And I was just standing there like,
You're like, so I ran again.
So
And then I kept running.
like straight.
He said,
flight.
I was
But
running.
I used to do it in any bad situation. I'll just dip. I'm out.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
I mean, that sometimes, too, I feel like you got to, like, run it off.
I may do it.
That's what I used to do.
Right. I be doing it.
Just I ran her out, dude. I was like, I'm out.
Or, like, you fall
Tragic
and you get
situation.
you fall and get hurt, and you're like, you get up and just try and run it off. Like, oh, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And you're
Yeah,
like,
I would just do that for
no,
other
no.
people's pain
Right.
instead.
You're like,
Like when I'm actually supposed to be able to do something, no, I'm gone. You don't
Oh.
even. You were like, wait, where'd he go?
yeah. So it sounds like Devin's like ideal for zombie apocalypse situation.
I get you.
Like, hey,
But anytime there
we
was
need a food runner.
I'm out.
He's like, all right, but like, no. Oh, he already took off to go get it. He'd be in the store loading up bags and then hear like something moving. Gone.
But yeah, definitely
Well, I'm not
sneaking
like
out
that
as a
anymore.
kid smoking
Huh?
cigs.
Not like that anymore now. Now I'm like more confrontational
What it is, though.
than that.
I was gonna
Zombie
say the one thing
like,
I think we all are with like that, but as kids though, is like a cop pulling up or cops pulling up. Like there's just no
run,
question.
yeah.
You're just no one's talking to anyone.
Yeah.
No one's your friend at this point. You just find the back door,
Just
fence. You might meet someone you never talked to before in your life in a shed on the other fucking block. But anytime there's a cop,
That's facts.
dude. One time, I fucking ran it from a party in the neighborhood, and I just dipped it to my house, fence to my house. Didn't want to wake my parents up, you know what I mean? So I couldn't like go in the house. So I just went in my shed. And I'm in my shed. I don't even know how long. I had someone with me too. Fucking Hyman.
Yeah.
Because he was so much younger than us. I'm like, come with me. I'm like, you
Come
cannot
with
get
me if you
caught.
want to
You
live.
cannot get
Yeah.
caught.
I'm like,
You shouldn't be here.
you're
Come
not
with me
here.
if you want to live.
You're not here right now. But I'm just in a pitch black fucking shed with my boy. And
Someone else starts talking?
no,
Oh,
No.
you'd be like, damn. Like,
no, even better. I peek out the shed and someone fucking runs directly into my fence and flips over it into my yard. And it's dark as fuck. I can't even see what's going on.
You're like, I saw that, though.
I'm like, that's not a cop. There's no way. No. But I'm like, hey, come on. He's like, they run. They're like, thank you. They're like, oh, thank God. And it's just,
He's like, dude, I hit fence, and then the last fence hit me, but you know what? Now I got a place to hide.
Who was it?
our friend of Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh my gosh.
Which is even funnier now.
Yeah.
But yeah. Running from the cops
Oh, that
for
was
sure.
so
Fight or
funny.
flight for sure.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean,
It's
like
so
in a
bad.
vehicle.
It's so bad because they
it
talk about
depends.
that nowadays, like how people, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be afraid of the cops. But literally, even us at 11 years old,
That
if
was
we
dead.
seen a cop, we were out.
Yeah.
You run immediately.
they were
It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you could be doing
Riding
nothing.
bikes usually.
Tell me-
a
But
lot of
Even, you
times.
could be walking. I could have been walking home, sneaking at, 2 a.m., sneaking out of Austin's house, literally just to go,
home.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean,
but-
around the block to my
Yeah.
own home. And if I seen a cop, I was running.
That starts a whole other thing though. When you're young like that,
And then
remember,
you're suspicious, though.
just mobbing fucking the neighborhood when you're young.
Yeah.
But you would hide from every car.
Yeah.
You didn't know if it was a cop or not, or who
Dude,
the fuck
I
it
remember,
was.
being young, you just lay flat
The-
in the grass.
I'm a
like,
tree
yeah,
now.
they can't see me.
Yeah, there's no way.
I can't see them. They can't see
you're
me.
like a cat. You're like behind a blade of grass. You're like, I can't see them. They can't see
You're like, I'm outsmarting the shit out of the whole world right now. Like,
Dude, just like
why
10
don't
people.
Why don't
just
all criminals just do
hide in
this?
plain sight,
Dude,
bro.
Yeah.
Okay, just imagine 10 kids on like scooters, bikes, or just whatever kids get around on, going down the middle of a fucking street. in the middle of the night, and then a car comes down and like pulls down the street. Just 10 kids go opposite
They're
directions.
just like the rapture.
Laying
They're all
in the grass.
gone. They're
You
like,
see bikes
just-
and scooters
yeah,
flying.
they're
They're
just
like,
like,
whoa.
where are the
Everybody
kids?
laying
Yeah,
down.
why
just-
is
What happened to
like
the
yard
kids?
ornaments.
Yeah.
Where are the kids?
They just get
Children.
out and take all the scooters and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they steal all your shit. Like, oh shit, free scooters and bikes. My kid at home will love this.
Dude, I remember me and John, JC, we would throw water balloons at cars as they were passing.
Oh god.
Oh,
Well, that's
my
not that
In your
bad. It
neighborhood
could be
or
so bad.
wait,
No,
in-
no,
oh,
no.
okay.
So
I was
this
gonna
was
say,
over.
like,
He lived
what the
over.
fuck?
Lived over.
It's
like
not a
where
good
Nate's
thing to
house
do,
is,
but-
on
Okay.
the corner right there by the windmill house.
Okay, so you got like
You know where the
got
windmill
sp-
house
yeah,
is?
yeah, yeah,
Across
yeah.
the street on that corner.
You
that
got-
white house that was
you got
there
time.
that they knocked down lived right there.
you got time and space.
Oh well, it was like a half. You know what I mean? It was like
got
a
time
It was
today.
actually like an acre of actual yard before you got to Camden.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
you
so
still
like
have,
we'd be
like,
right there at the back of the tree line. You couldn't see us at all, no shot. But yeah, cars would be slowing down for that curve right there and everything. Oh, dude, we'd get them right in their windows and stuff, dude. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
My
I was,
ex actually, we ended up hitting her dad.
Oh,
Oh yeah, dude.
God,
he stopped.
What?
He stopped.
Oh yeah.
It was
Oh, yeah.
bad. You
Oh
got
no!
caught.
No! We
Oh,
never
no,
got
we
caught.
acted
Never
like
got
a
caught
tree.
one time. Never got. Never got
Devin-
caught
Devin's
one
like-
time. Found out in the. So this is before we dated. After we dated, like while currently, like he had said.
He's like, I gotta go to my
he
buddy's
said
house.
that,
Oh,
like,
you
he
know,
was
I got
telling
hit by
a story.
fucking-
Yeah. He said a story about being over there and that happening. Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch.
Oh my god.
You thought you
You're
didn't like
what
me
kind
when me.
of fucking asshole kids would
Like,
do
damn.
that
Yeah,
lame
I'm
ass
glad.
shit?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm glad you're a
Oh,
good
like-
kid because
Yeah.
Like, oh, you
there's
just
some dumb
like,
kids in
You didn't
out
like
here.
me for the first couple months. Now you started liking me. Yeah, how you feel about me now?
Gotcha. That's
I'm
fire.
glad it wasn't rocks or something like that.
Fuck
no.
that. That's
Did you
shitty,
do
though.
anything like that?
Throw rocks?
No,
at cars?
but well, I hope that wasn't it. But did
Okay,
you, like balloons?
to be
Something
honest-
fucked up though.
Yeah, rocks.
Like balloons isn't good.
That's the problem. Like,
Rocks.
that's
yeah.
what I was like.
You were
talk about-
little though.
I mean, yeah.
You was like, no, like 2 years ago, and it's not good. Right down the street.
No, I felt bad because
He's like, matter of fact, this motherfucker keep revving his motor past my house.
He's
I'm
like, yesterday.
I'm shooting shots.
got him. No, I was like, fuck, how old was I? I think I was like 12, like 11, 12. And that's when I lived over by the City Depot by Mike's old house.
You don't have to give exact locations.
But he knows
okay.
what you both know what I'm talking about.
It's just this.
All right, cool.
I'm saying you know what I'm talking
Every
about.
city's got one. of
Never.
those.
No cities have depots.
Well, yeah, they got cities.
No
Yeah, well,
depots
okay,
have
it's-
cities.
It's like the
What
city,
he's saying a city depot.
We're going to
isn't
Home
even a city
Depot?
depot.
It's a township technically.
Right.
But yeah, it's the city's township depot. Anyways, so we were back there on the rock piles and dirt piles and shit, throwing shit at each other, having the time of our fucking lives.
That's right.
Me and like the couple neighbor kids that lived over there. We were originally throwing like dirt balls and stuff. Like you just like,
Dirt balls and apple butter.
Yeah, you usually get a rock or two in one of those.
oh, I fucked up though. I grabbed like a big dirt ball that was like softball size and yeeted it, and it had like half a brick in there, and I didn't know it.
Quarter brick, half a brick.
So like you was a real strong.
Yeah, it's
11
been.
target.
They hit a car
You know
though.
what I'm saying though? Like,
Yeah.
it's been like that my whole life.
They hit a car.
No, it hit fucking my neighbor in the forehead and busted his shit open.
Wait. I'm
It was
sorry. I'm
like-
sorry. Just
Yeah.
real quick, not the whole thing. So you're a kid. You're at this depot in a township.
it's
No,
got
I'm
like-
just kidding.
It's
But
got 15
you
foot
threw a rock?
dirt piles.
you threw a rock.
No, I threw a ball of dirt. Like there's just
Yeah.
like, you know,
You just
it's-
grab a chunk of dirt and then it just happens to have
Yeah.
a brick in it.
it had half a fucking brick in it. And I didn't know that.
It was
Quarter
probably
brick.
more like a quarter brick.
Yeah, maybe a quarter brick. I was a little kid. No, but like I about threw my shoulder out because I
He was
yeeted
like,
this
it was
thing.
an
right?
80.
They were hitting me with shit like all kinds of rocks and everything else
you
too
just
though.
remind me of
So I
something.
grabbed a ball of dirt and just was like, yeet. And I saw it go over the other mound that they were hiding behind because it was like teams. And then like I heard like a thud. That's the worst part. I heard the thud and I was like, oh shit.
That hit something
What
important.
was that? And then like I see the other kid come running out, freaking the fuck out.
You just killed a guy.
He's like, oh, he's fucking dead. we're 12. We're 12,
really
and
did.
he's like, he's fucking dead.
You're like,
Like,
oh, no.
Doing a Devin and just running. He was running. His fight or flight was run like
He took
hell.
off.
He ran all the fucking way home, and he lived like 6 miles down the road. So it's like, fuck. And so I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I go up there, I like come around the thing and I look, and I'm like, oh shit. And like, it's like a movie. Because he's got like the bricks still sitting on his forehead. He's like this.
It's
and
part of him now.
and there's dirt all
It's
over.
stuck in.
He's just laying there
Was
like,
it muddy?
yeah.
So it's stuck to him like a sticky bomb.
Yeah.
So God
but,
his
but
ass.
that's the fuck. Stuck him. But no, he's like laying back.
See you
like,
in the gulag, bitch.
He's laid the fuck out, dirt and mud on his face from what was left on that brick, and then like there's blood just pouring down it too, like on his eye, and like it like hit him in the stun, so he was just like,
It's just the most brutal scene ever.
dude, no, as like 11, 12-year-old kid, and you walk up and your friend's on the ground like
Dead. With a brick in his eye.
and fucking blood
Imagine-
everywhere, and you're like,
imagine having
A chalk line around.
Imagine having like the brain you have right now, though. At that age, you would have ran up and just started drawing chalk around him.
I've been like, all right, bitch, this is where you died. He like gets up like, what the fuck?
I
Bro.
literally be like, why'd you do that?
Come on.
Oh, fuck. That's pretty crazy, dude.
It wasn't intentional. It was just like, you know.
But is he alive still?
Oh yeah, he's alive now.
He's fucked up, though. Right?
Yeah, no.
He's different.
I wonder though if
You
like
got a
that.
small case.
I
You're like,
wonder.
you know what?
I wonder if that was my fault.
There
like,
is something.
you know, but,
He
like,
did beat his wife and kids.
No. He's good though. He's good. You guys.
Yeah,
know.
I didn't realize we was getting into it out here. You know what I mean? I was gonna
We
not.
were throwing balloons at cars.
Yeah, that's yeah.
The worst
Right.
thing I
Yeah.
did was
I mean, I did
But he
worse,
said
but I
throw a
wasn't
rock.
gonna throw myself under the bus. Like
Right.
that.
No,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at water.
nah,
balloons.
listen.
I'm
I
gonna
have
leave
to.
it at water.
There was
balloons.
there was a point in
That's for
time if you
next
lived in
time,
Amherst.
That's
if you
for
lived
the
in Amherst,
Patreon.
your shit got hit by a paintball. I'm not saying I was
That's
hanging out with
what I'm
but
saying.
them.
that's
I never
that's
did
also
that.
like another like kind of harmless one.
That's not.
Them
that bad. But
motherfuckers
I
dent
never
your
did
car
that.
though. Like,
Yeah,
You ever saw 8
but
Mile?
I still think that's a little bit more harmless than Well, it's still more harmless than a half a brick hitting you in
No,
the forehead.
mine's the most harmless.
I know. I wasn't. Listen,
Yeah, okay.
I was crying.
Yeah, you thought you killed someone.
Yeah, that motherfucker-
You did, kind of. I mean, he was never the same.
I think he thought he was Montana. He was like, "Yep, murder at
R.I.P.
11."
Gone.
Well, the worst thing I ever did with like cars is pee off a bridge. You know.
Oh
over a
yeah,
couple
right over on the
sleepovers.
highway.
Yeah.
Just
or
yeah,
overpass.
yeah.
There was one right across, like next door to Jake's.
I ain't gonna
old
say it
house.
was recent, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Easy peasy,
I
in
already
and
know what you're
out.
talking
Easy
about,
peasy, bro.
Yeah,
Easy peasy. Got it.
yeah. That was a good one.
That's about it,
That's
though.
just, yeah, that's
That's
just, like,
good
the
fun.
best thing ever. Yeah, that's
like,
good
oh, a
fun.
leaky
That is
bridge.
solid. Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah.
Like
This bridge
you're
is
really
leaky.
not hurting nobody.
Yeah, they might see a
but
little
it makes
child
you
dick.
feel good.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I peed on that car that was going 95
You can't
miles
even do that
an hour.
nowadays because fucking all the Ring doorbells and
Oh
shit.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Can't
Somebody will
have no
catch
fun.
a charge.
Dude,
Oh,
It
dude,
ain't gonna
yeah.
be you, but it'll be something.
dude, I seen a kid
They look like 'em.
clearly, like a little like high school kid clearly buying weed today. And I was just like, I don't know. I just had a thought in my head. I was like, that's on like everyone's camera. Like everyone's house just like, I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it deeper, but like imagine if that person like decided to become someone and like somehow people.
And you had this video of them
They could just-
buying.
Yeah.
But you could
marijuana.
ask AI, be like, go to this address at this time. You know, like hack AI. I don't even know. This is all
Hack.
coming to me.
Okay, go ahead.
I haven't thought this out. It's just coming to me as I say it. But like those videos of you are just grabbing weed as a kid, like a completely normal thing. I feel like for a high schooler, but like
but now you're
honestly,
busted.
bro.
That shit is kind of wild.
That
There's-
is crazy. You
that's-
can't get away with shit now.
Because
You
of
can't
the
even sneak
level
out
of
the window.
surveillance we have.
Like, what?
When you sneak out the window at night,
The
and you go
neighbors,
home.
the
Yeah.
neighbors, your fucking
Your
parents,
every-
bro, go
your-
get you. Yeah.
the ring,
God.
your ring, your
Door,
parents.
back door open.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Dude, I've worked in so many houses where it does
In,
that
out, in,
every
out.
time, bro, and I'm like, what the fuck?
What is the point? And
Like-
then you open the window in the upstairs bedroom. They're like, upstairs bedroom window open. You're like,
Oh, yeah, no, upstairs,
bro, that's
upstairs
crazy.
bedroom window
That's
number
crazy.
4, and you're
You're
like,
like,
sorry,
"Is
but that's
necessary?"
crazy.
I'm like, this bitch is not even rapeable.
But it's also
Anyway,
always
what
it's
the
also always in somewhere where you know that nobody's breaking in.
no, yeah, they already live in a gated
I've never
community.
I've never been in a house that they actually should worry about somebody breaking in.
Right.
And they have that shit. It's
What's in a
always
neighborhood
somewhere where you're
full of
like, bro,
people that
nobody's
all have
coming
the
in.
same
Klaus,
thing.
go away,
Like,
bro.
that's so crazy. It's like just because you can afford it doesn't mean you should buy it, bro. Come on.
It's like,
Like, it's just a waste, bro.
That being said, my house has all the security.
I mean,
Dude,
security-
dude, some of the people that we put shit like for at quality,
You're like, this
The
is
security
to protect
shit?
their shit.
and I'm over here like, bro, what are
Oh.
you fucking guarding? Like,
There's-
I'm like, bro, there's no, dude, this one lady, bro, I'm talking lived in like probably one of the richest neighborhoods I've ever been in my life, right?
Gated community.
Straight up,
Yeah.
like insane, right?
they like can't punch in
Dude,
the code.
we
'cause
did
the
not
security
only
guard's like,
we
nah.
didn't only put security doors right on. We actually built after that another door built into the framing of the house.
You know
inside
what
the house.
still got through it? A guy in his underwear with a hammer.
Dude, I was literally looking at. I'm literally like, bro. I was like, dude, this bitch is clearly like her, because she was talking about her ex-husband, right? So I guess her ex. So they got a divorce, right? And so they had 30-some cars.
Oh my fuck.
So when they got divorced, what they did was they each chose a car and then they split, and they sold the rest of them and split the money, right? She kept what did she keep? It was this fucking nasty ass fucking Mercedes, bro. I can't even remember what it was.
She's like, so she
Some
keeps
AMG cool shit though. it
yeah,
sounds
like some.
I'm
like
I'm
a
assuming because of like
nasty-ass
yeah.
convertible. Fucking, it was mint as fuck.
and that
don't get me
motherfucker
wrong.
move out.
Oh, it
It's
was
like,
fucking nasty. But or no, it wasn't. No, I lied. It wasn't the Mercedes. It was an Aston Martin. But anyways, she had a G Wagon. She had another
Still
Mercedes.
Nazis.
She had a G Wagon, a Mercedes, that Aston Martin, and then she also had a like a Buick something. But fucking anyways,
The Daily.
But anyways, yeah. But anyways, but dude, I'm like,
Bro,
bro,
I
I'm like, who
really-
is this dude's? I'm like, who's this bitch's like ex-husband that where she's like this nervous, bro, and she also paid for. So we did like fucking like 60 grand.
Oh, you're saying like this guy can hire black op.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh, yeah.
so,
Yes.
she's like, I don't care if I'm in the most private of neighborhoods.
It was a whole HOA and everything, so she couldn't put none of this on the outside of her house. It had to be on the inside.
all
She's
the
got
security
shutters,
doors.
All
and-
this window, every
Shutters, some
window,
shit.
everything.
That's
bro.
illegal to even do with fire code to even like
put
No,
barred
no,
windows.
it's not.
to bar
No, it's not.
windows.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You got to have at least one access.
Right, and we make those.
Yeah.
It just one has a lock on it.
It's metal.
that fucking can swing open. Yeah,
Good luck
steel.
in a fire.
yeah.
Right.
If you ain't got that key accessible, you fucked, brother.
So if the people
But-
that wanted to hit her, they just catch the house on fire. She's
Right.
like,
You know
But but listen, dude. So
Alright,
here's the thing.
bro.
I'm like, bro. I'm like, this bitch's ex-husband has to be like mafia, somebody, bro. Like, I'm like, dude, there's no
Right.
fucking way. But then, so it was like a $60,000 job for just our shit that we did, right?
The doors and like
The doors and
security.
and
the
like
windows,
armored doors,
everything,
Security.
bro.
guardrail
Right?
windows.
She paid cash.
yeah. Had to.
like my boss was like, it's gonna be about $60K. She was like, all right, I'll be right back. Walked into her bedroom, came back out, and was like, how about 54? And just threw a brick on the fucking table.
He's like, I think.
And
we
he was
can
like,
do
yeah,
that,
that'll work. Actually, matter of fact, fuck a tax.
You know,
Like,
You're like, actually, I don't even remember coming here.
literally, bro. I was like, dude, I was like, that right there. I was like, there's no way.
no.
I was like, bro, I was like, her ex is literally mafia or something, bro. Like, she's so scared of something that's so crazy.
That's kind of sad though too. Like,
Dude, like, I'm talking like,
That's
dude,
cool.
could you imagine putting
Yeah,
a
but it's-
security door? Like, so when you open your door, right, There's then a full steel security door after that, right? And then once you get through that one, there's a whole nother one in the middle of the hallway.
But maybe she's
That's
just
just
like,
built into the fucking
maybe she
house
wasn't
because that's
even-
what she wanted.
Maybe she wasn't worried about her
That's
husband.
crazy,
though.
bro.
It doesn't have to be a sad thing. Maybe she's like just dope as fuck. She's just in the game somehow.
Like,
Oh,
maybe,
I mean,
like,
it could have been her.
Yeah,
She's
maybe
just
it
worried
could be
about
her.
anyone.
Yeah, it could be her.
She's just protecting her
she's
shit.
the plug.
I got
you know?
Yeah, it might be
54,000
her.
cash in my house. I'm
Right.
gonna have locks on the windows because I.
But that's what I'm
run in
saying.
a
But
bank
you don't
in
have
this
That does
that.
make
bitch.
sense,
It's you got
though.
3
Running a whole
levels
ass
of
bank.
shit like that you got to go through, and I'm like, bro, that's crazy. But it's also in the middle of like one of the richest communities you could be in an HOA, the whole fucking nine.
Fucking
Everybody's
HOA.
a fucking Karen.
Everyone.
Like, dude, we had to hide our trucks. I shit you not.
Like parked on the
Like,
Like
block.
when we came in with the shit, she had us come in early enough to where before anybody would be home or like be like up and shit, and then we had to carry everything into her garage quickly so she could close the door, and we had to hide our trucks like around the corner so they didn't know that they were there, because she was that fucking crazy, bro. I was like, dude, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, this is nuts. Like,
Yeah.
lunatic.
That's crazy. I can't think of any. Like I can't think of any like obvious people that I work for like that. But
Like, it was crazy.
that seems pretty obvious.
I got another one too for you. You remember the fucking You remember Marcus's old house on 500?
Yeah.
You remember
My
the
neighbor.
Italian lady next
Yeah.
door?
I know where she lives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over across the street
By
from
the
Mercy.
hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the fucking did all the security shit
Yeah.
on her entire house over
You
there.
told me.
Yeah, that shit was funny
I built a
because she didn't recognize me, but her husband did.
I built a porch at their neighbor's
Like,
house
oh, shit.
and at the house at the end of their cul-de-sac. I
Yeah.
did a big ass fucking.
Yeah, that's a
Worked
nice
with
neighborhood
over.
too.
Big dog.
That's a nice
Two of
neighborhood right there.
The one next door to their house is really nice.
I looked at him and I was like, it's nice and quiet over here. He was like,
Ugh.
shit, bro. He was like, thank
He's
God.
like bibbidi boobidi bobbidi. Bibbidi bobbidi.
He was cool as fuck. It was
Bibbidi
her
bobbidi
that was
bibbidi
psycho,
boobidi.
bro.
You want a sandwich?
You're like,
She would
yes.
get, dude. She would literally call the cops on us at fucking like
for playing
at-
basketball.
for playing basketball at like 4 p.m. when we got off of school.
If the sun went down, it was over with. She was acting like
Oh, it was so
we weren't supposed to be outside.
so bad.
Like we
She
were
was
in the
a-
hood.
You for sure she was like Italian? Or
No,
Oh,
she
yeah,
was
no,
used. She was
100%.
like
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
New
she
York
Italian as fuck.
Italian.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the street lights came on.
Yeah.
They were coming inside.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
like
she was
outside on
Italian
the
as
phone
fuck.
with the police. Like,
Oh, instantly, bro. Every dude, all the time.
for why? Like, for what?
Just cause. Why not?
I mean,
Uh-huh.
what was the call about?
Just us making
Whatever.
noise.
We're out.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
And Lorraine cops would come like 4 hours later. And that's why she would actually call at like 4 p.m. and they wouldn't come till like fucking 9 o'clock at night. And then they would get there and then they're like, I don't know. Like, it's Lorraine. They're like,
Stop playing.
yeah, they're like, I don't know what to tell you really. Like, you're playing basketball. Cool. But I
Right.
needed to come because it was on my fucking list. Like,
Before I can go home.
literally. They're like, we just knew that it was a bullshit call. So that's why
Serving
we
at
waited
like
5
45,
hours to
47.
come.
Yeah. We were like, don't try it on me. They were like, you're right.
All right.
That's
All
literally, dude, they would do that shit so often.
like 14.
They would do
Yeah.
that shit so
In
much.
a
It
bike
was crazy.
swing,
Yeah. Oh, dude, that shit was lit.
flying like
Yeah, we had a bike swing in Marcus's
15
front
feet
yard.
up in the air.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? What that
Yeah.
is? Yeah, where you hang the rope and
Yeah.
completely
On the bike.
uncertified, super dangerous.
Get your pumps in, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, you just only hit and then you fucking go
Mhm.
swing up.
I went bigger on that bike swing than any jump ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
Than any
'Cause-
quarter
oh, yeah,
pipe
dude,
or
it was-
anything.
But I mean, the
good.
bike,
Like,
but that's what I'm
you're
saying.
up-
That's what a
it-
bike
It
over
was
is.
the
there when they
house.
sold the house.
Up over the house. I would hit it all the time. It was my
Yeah.
neighbor.
That shit was fun. We had a couple little pit bikes hooked up to it too a couple times.
Dude, Austin jumped out of the tree once with that bike swing hooked up to him. He climbed up to the tree,
Yeah.
put the bike swing on him, and thought he was gonna jump out. Right? And like swing like he was on the bike swing. Because we would go
Dude.
big on this bike swing.
How
kinda
is
went
he
up in the
alive?
tree. I have no idea, bro. He
Dude.
went straight down.
Bro.
Went straight,
Yeah.
straight vertical, straight down. And bro, right before he hit the ground. Bro, right before he hits the ground, gets yanked. It gets his life saved because he would have jumped fucking 15, 20 feet out of this tree. Like,
He's
that's
like,
being generous. Like, he was high.
Yeah, it was
He
a
must have been
taller.
to do
Yeah,
that.
it was a pretty decent size. bike
This was
swing,
no
like,
joke.
Like you were 15, 20
God.
foot up.
Yeah, no problem.
At your
Fried.
peak type shit. Like
Fried.
when you were
Straight
swinging.
out, and right before he hits the ground, gets yoked right from his torso. So the bike swing, you put your body inside of a bike tire.
Yeah.
So
Which
he
we
just
tried to duct tape the shit out of it to try to cushion the blow from it. but
No.
We all had fucking burns in our fucking arms and underneath our arms.
yeah,
and
but we
across our
never
chest
like
from it.
thought we were gonna jump straight vertically
Well,
out
correct,
of the
yeah.
tree. And get
That's what I'm
yoked up by
saying.
this
Even
thing.
just your weight holding on it would fucking tear your shit up.
Oh yeah.
Long story short, I don't know how he didn't get split into half. This bike tire with the rubber fucking bead around it, you know, to set it in the tire. It's fucking metal all the way
Klaus just
around.
freaked the fuck out. It scared me a little bit. About to run.
I wonder if that dude has got to have scars from that still.
Bro, do you remember his
He got
balls?
split in half from
Do you remember his balls?
from that?
No, do you remember his balls from the 3-wheeler?
No.
You don't remember that one?
I don't know.
We were at Dirt's house.
I remember his
and
balls,
he
but not from the
accidentally-
3-wheeler.
So he was on my remember my red 3-wheeler that I had?
Yeah.
Okay. It had no brakes.
Okay.
So we were at
Typical.
Dirt's house, right? And we had the track there.
Uh-huh.
So he jumps the table and forgets there's no brakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've been drinking, clearly.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
Lands, right? Ends up literally like, oh shit, there's no brakes, and hits the back of a double on the way back up the track. Hits the back side of a double straight to flat. I'm talking, my dude got 20 foot of air straight to
Stayed
flat
on the bike
on a 3-wheeler
with no suspension?
on an 83 200 big red
Discontinued.
with no suspension.
Oh, so he slapped tank and then flew.
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck off.
So,
It's like, pow.
dude, the next, so he ended up, dude, they said he literally broke his balls, type shit.
Who?
Bro, Austin.
What?
My dude's
You're like the
balls,
hospital.
dude, my dude's balls, I shit you not, were like, I'm not saying just the set, I'm saying each one was the size of a coconut. I shit you not, bro. The way my dude had to walk in some gym shorts, and you could see it, like that fucking the fucking episode of South Park with his dad when he has the fucking with the fucking wheelbarrow, bro. That was. And here's the worst part is that they were bruised the whole time, so they were black.
Oh my god.
And he's so white, and they were black, bro. And just a massive. It was so bad, bro.
Dude, in the back of your head, do you just think like, fuck, they're gonna fall off? Because like,
Dude, in my head, I'm like, okay, and this dude can still have kids? How the fuck? I'm like, dude, everything that I've ever learned in my life is a lie. Like, there's no way.
all of them
My dude
swimmers
was
are
fucking
dead.
walking
Like,
around
bro.
with a wheelbarrow with this big ass balls
Yeah.
in it.
Dude, it
Because
was
he'd be hitting
so bad.
doubles backwards, 20 foot on
God.
3-wheelers.
Dude, it was like gnarly. Like,
Oh my god.
'cause
Wrecking
it was-
That's
sucks,
not why
but
he has
that
big
sucks.
balls.
it was literally one of those things where it was like, all right, I need to see him. Because you could see him, like the way he was
was one
walking
of
and
those
everything.
things.
So you're like, all right,
He's
pull
got
him
gray
down, bro. Take his
sweatpants
pants
on.
off,
You're
bro.
like,
It's one of those
Let
things.
me-
where
Dude, he
it's-
Let me see
couldn't.
him.
He couldn't even put sweatpants on, bro. He was just in straight baller shorts, bro.
It's one of those
That's
things where you
it,
feel
dude.
so bad, or you're just like, let me just.
And it's
ice your
like, dude, I
balls for
have
you,
to
buddy.
see him,
I
bro.
got
And
you.
as soon as he would pull his pants down, you're like, holy fuck.
oh, dude, that thing's done. You're like,
You're like, oh my gosh.
Those
Like,
are
there's
gonna-
no way.
he's trying to hide his dick. He's like,
Oh,
just
dude.
fucking
Those are gonna
giant
shrivel up
black
and fall
balls.
Oh
off.
my
Fucking
gosh,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
I would instantly think they're gonna fall off. I'd be like, oh, hey.
But
I'm done.
another thing where this dude is
BRB?
just
Iron Man?
insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. It's crazy.
And then
The shit that man's body has been through is insane.
Yeah,
The Navy needed him for real.
that's what I'm saying. Who even knows what he's done on the low? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's taking some nut shots for America, my guy.
And he can take them.
Yeah.
He's like, that
Brother.
ain't shit for what I've been through.
He's walking around with a wheelbarrow.
Oh, man, that shit was hilarious.
That's how he walked into the recruiting office.
You don't want to know.
Balls in his
Yeah.
in a
You don't
wheelbarrow.
want to know what these have been through. Brother.
They start saluting him as soon as he walks in.
The recruiter's like, pleasure to be in your service.
Oh my god.
Straight savage.
I definitely remember him grabbing a cone in the street, like a street cone. Not like a little one, a big one.
Yeah.
While he was riding the little pit bike, little 50.
Yeah.
And his arm should have just been ripped off.
Facts.
His arm should just have stayed there with the cone.
That's so
Just-
facts. Them fuckers ain't light, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, every limb of this dude's body should just not be attached.
Dude's literally just a secret superhero.
We had that cone for so long.
That's also facts. Dude, we remember we cut the holes in it so you could wear it and everything. Oh my gosh. We did have that cone for so long. That's so funny. It's so funny, some of the memories that I forget until we talk about it, and then or somebody else brings it up, then I'm like, oh my gosh.
Right. Like how we were talking, like the fucking with the cars thing, and he
Yeah.
threw the brick.
Yeah.
Dude, at the fucking by the door. But throwing rocks at each other on the fucking like on a train track,
Oh yeah.
just like that shit was like I don't even know what you call that. That's a full out. That's like Israel Palestine type shit.
Welcome back. Jeez. Yeah, so who else didn't know about the Iron Dome defense? You know,
Not working.
man, that worked out so well. Yeah.
Who else thought that the country that tracks every single person's phone call and movement didn't realize people were coming over the border?
Because they ain't got
Blaming
no
it there.
fucking phones and shit over there for that.
Ugh. I feel like I don't even want to get into it after such a fun episode.
I know.
That should be for our Patreon.
Yeah, you're right.
But we didn't
We'll
start
save-
that yet.
We'll save it for the Patreon.
Mm.
You have to add us on there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see
All
the-
I know is God bless America. That's my
special
thought
content.
on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
America, dude.
GBA. You know what I'm saying?
The big guy.
The big guy. Save something for the big guy.
Bro.
Fuck you, Joe.
We got an Iron Dome defense, and you know what it's called?
AR-15.
Jesus Christ.
I saw a meme about that. It's like, why you need an AR-15? It had a bunch of people paratrooping into fucking...
That was probably the most realist thing ever, though.
I mean, yeah. Like, they're having
Literally the reason.
they're having a Red Dawn moment.
People,
And it's like...
that's how I explained it to people. They're like, what happened? I'm like, have you ever seen Red Dawn?
No, yeah, that's the best
I'm like,
explanation.
literally, that's what happened.
There was people they just showed up. There wasn't no declaration, and that's how that's. I mean, it's the most effective way.
Ooh, so crazy though. Just is literally like Red Dawn. Like this teacher comes outside. He's like, "What are you guys doing? You guys are not. You guys
Pop,
landed
pop,
in the
pop,
wrong. Yep, just start shooting.
Shooting and fucking
Yep.
stabbing and
That's it.
cutting, and you're like,
That's
what
all
the
she
fuck?
wrote. World
They were
War
grabbing
started.
women off the street and
Yeah.
raping them. I saw
Everything.
some videos on the internet like that. And I was like, fuck. I
Yeah.
know they TikTok and everyone else.
Yeah,
They turn off their servers for Israel, which
I
again
don't know.
reminds me of the whole like them shutting things down in the Ukraine, so you can't see
I don't
some of the stuff. Coming
Israel
out
of all places, though, they're just as far like how they sell all of the tracking stuff, and I don't know. I'm not ready to get into it right now, but
no,
we
it's
should
we're saving it for the other. But yeah,
and it's so soon that any information we're getting is bullshit anyway.
what like the Ghost of Kyiv and stuff like that.
And you want to say that it's not like that? It seems more real than that.
But we know it.
But when
is.
you get the stories of like the babies, which I believe, but to say, but now that they've already retracted that story
really,
that everyone's been arguing over, they're like, that was the one thing everyone was, hanging their hat on. They're like, okay, but you cannot defend this, and everyone was like, you're kind of right. You know what? I can't defend that. They retracted that girl's story, that fucking CNN or MSNBC,
What?
whatever. Yeah, that story's retracted. I guarantee there was babies that, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's war. It's not pretty. You know what I mean?
No, but especially when it's a war on just like a type of people. It ain't even. It's not a war on.
Yeah.
You're
I don't
not
know.
fighting another country. You're fighting a thought process, and that in itself is entirely something totally different than fighting a country. That's why the war on terror took 20 years. I mean, you're not fighting an establishment. You're not fighting a system. You are fighting a mindset, a type of person, which could easily be us. We could be those types of persons for our just causes, is what I'm saying.
We were having way too much fun to get into it right now.
I know.
I wanted to.
Let's go back to the fun. I don't give a shit.
Let's go back to getting deprogrammed.
Go out there, go to your local fucking motorsports place and buy a dirt bike and or four-wheeler and go fucking trespass somewhere and have some fun.
Look, don't even go out there. Just get on your phone, put on 50-mile radius on your marketplace, buy the cheapest four-wheeler. No.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
What
I
I,
mean,
honestly want to know is honestly why
Anyone
are all
wants to
the
ride
good
four-wheelers?
riding spots on federal property?
Because the federal...
Let's talk about it. No, honestly, think about it.
I have a good answer.
Every good riding spot is on tracks.
It's because...
Why?
Because it's something that's been established. I mean, you think about...
Because there's nothing else close to railroad tracks enough that...
Yeah, but think about how many
Well, I mean, that's not
places
even
are-
true, though, because, I mean, look at our whole city.
But these federal spots are
What about
places
it?
that aren't
There's
haven't been touched
A house
forever.
within a fucking 50 feet of it the whole way through.
Oh, yeah, our city, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not even like they can't. Like, why is... But every spot we ride is literally
Well, no,
right
wait.
off of a railroad track.
Allegedly.
Time out.
Allegedly.
Go down the street. As soon as you cross 58,
I mean,
there's
those railroad tracks, most of them are dead.
there's
but-
trails over there.
Where?
Right down, or as soon as you cross over 58.
That's a track. There's railroad tracks. They're off of railroad tracks.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what
So
I'm saying.
basically what
Every
Devin wants
set.
to know is why is there railroad tracks across the entire
Why do they
country?
keep putting railroad tracks in our riding spots is what I want to
Hey,
know.
this all goes back
because
this all goes back
the
to
tracks
China.
have been there. People have made their riding
They're
tracks.
making it.
This all
They're
goes back
making
to
it more
China.
illegal for us to ride by putting their railroad tracks in our way.
I feel like the railroad tracks are useful.
This is a huge problem, folks. China, they've built tracks everywhere.
I think this is a good point to get across that like they made the tracks to like get transportation as streamlined as A to B as possible.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So
what
when
does
you're
that
on a
have to do?
four-wheeler, that's
And-
also the best way to travel is A
Well,
to
no,
B.
no. Well,
Or
not.
dirt
I
bike.
understand what you're saying there, but
It's
I'm also.
already
But
cut out.
also, I don't even.
So
I
there's
wouldn't
already
even
a
say
trail
that
there.
though. I wouldn't even say that though because we don't take the tracks to get from those places to places.
False.
How do you? What do you mean false?
False.
How?
There's a handful of times. Actually, I can think of
We only do that when we want to, because our actual straight point is
No,
to
I
take
know.
the roads.
I know, but I'm saying to get from
It takes way longer to take
you
the
can go
tracks.
from
we just
you can
live
go from
too much
four
in
of
the
our
suburbs.
spots.
That's why we live too
you
much
can,
city.
You can
I'm
go
just.
from
You're
I'm just
out
why are
in
we
the-
making?
Southern Ohio, you're
'Cause it's
barely
easier?
running
Well,
the
no, but
track.
I'm saying why are we making
We're in a
the
big
places to
fucking
ride
steel
off of the railroad
mecca.
tracks? Why are people doing that? Is what I want to
OG.
know.
because it's the railroad tracks are the easiest mode of transportation without getting caught by police.
But this
in a
area-
car.
No, that's
This
no,
area
that's not it.
specifically, though,
There's no
was
way.
huge for railroading. Like
Yeah,
you know, for
absolutely.
you know all the Rockefeller shit, the fucking just America, the beginning of America.
So it's just us. You
Oh,
think?
Cleveland
You
specifically.
think it's just us?
This area,
And
yeah.
Lorraine specifically because of that steel mill.
Yeah.
steel
Well, that's
mill.
what I'm saying. Like,
Steel
well, I mean,
mills,
like,
the
yeah,
shipyards.
yeah, but I mean, the
everything.
black tracks and shit that we don't even have to deal with trains or nothing
And
because there's
Cleveland
no trains
with
yeah,
down
that-
that
fucking
track, but-
Rockefeller
That's dead
So that's what I'm
exploding.
saying. Well, it's not a
Cleveland.
dead track. They still do go down it. I've actually been over there when the train goes down it, but it's just it's so rare.
If you were in a flyover state, though, you wouldn't barely see the train tracks. Or like Southern Ohio, but we're right by like a major airport. Any place
But I
like
even
that
think
is
down
gonna be.
south, I even think they're still right off of tracks too.
I mean, there's trains everywhere. That's just how it is.
Yeah, and there's
that's
tra-
how
that's
this
what I'm saying.
country
I
was.
don't know.
You
I'll
could
tell
get on. You know for a fact you can get on tracks to go anywhere though.
Well, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's an easy fucking getaway for us, clearly.
That's why.
But
people,
I don't
but
think
that
that they. I don't think
I think
they
it's
were
always been, though.
intentionally-
I think you're
I don't
making
think they
it-
were intentionally made that way. I think that it's just like a coincidence. But I just think it's weird that we are.
Okay, so
that or
we have
that or
riding
people
spots.
made it so they could get from the tracks.
we're
to
on to
there.
something here. So there's some kind of like name or something.
correlation.
You're basically calling dirt bike riders hobos because they just ride. They get on tracks and they
Yeah.
live.
They don't be
Track to
taking trains,
track.
but yeah, they be living on the tracks. Train track.
Well, yeah. I mean, we got Tent City.
Is there a name there? Like
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so you can go
off roading.
You can go from proving grounds
Dude,
to
Mike
black
was
tracks.
literally like, "What are you doing?"
You
I was
can
like,
you
"I'm
can
just
go
trying to
from
help him out, I don't
fucking
know."
you can go from proving grounds to black tracks to fucking Tent City. From just taking the tracks
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But yeah.
and then hit under the bridge, or go
Well,
to
that's what I'm
Ford.
saying. Well, yeah, you got to pass Tent City to get there. But a lot of people don't even realize Tent City are there. Most people that even ride over there don't realize that exists.
Every time we've ridden over there, I know it exists because
Yeah.
I've seen it, and I'm like,
Yeah, a lot of people don't even realize they're like don't even think that's a thing. Like they have no idea.
that Tent City,
Yeah, they don't even know that about.
bro. Every time we go through
Yeah.
there, there's somebody like being sketch.
I don't know about I don't think every time. There's no. Yeah,
I've only been back there like 4 times, and
Yeah.
all 4 times it's been like somebody.
Yeah, I don't think every time at all.
somebody standing
Well,
out
like
there,
the
like
one
looking at
time,
us, like
that one time,
I'm
the
like,
dude was
"Fuck, bro."
dude was struggling with the cart. Whatever, we went past
Yeah.
him on the way back. I seen him still struggling with the cart. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So
Right.
that's why you see me. I dropped my fucking bike. I was like, all right. I was like, I'll help you get this thing over the tracks, bro. Come on.
right.
But it is what it is. I mean, you don't even know. Like I said, you don't know the last. Like that's why Mike was like, I was like, Mike, help me fucking lift this thing. He was like, oh, I can't get off the bike, dude. I ain't got no kickstand. I'm like, that, whatever. All right. So then we ended up getting over and like. I ended up getting it over, and I'm like, and he's like, why'd you stop? I was like, dude, you don't know when the last time that dude ate or something. I'm like, they're not, like, at that point, them motherfuckers ain't in that right mindset.
No.
That dude's probably 45 years old, 50 years old.
If
He's
that,
been
like,
that.
yeah, that's what
He's
I'm
been
saying.
living that way since he was fucking 18. You know what I mean? Like, I was
Yeah,
like, you don't
he-
know his mindset, bro. He probably hasn't ate in a week.
And
like,
lifting
you don't
this
have the
cart
strength to lift
is
literally 4
everything.
pounds.
But that being said, when we rode away, we threw water balloons and mud bricks at them.
I'm done.
Might have off them.
And before it's too late, just before we get too far away from the Israel-Pakistan thing, I did write one joke, at least for it.
Okay.
But I heard it got started by an F-35.
Is that the one we were looking for?
Yeah. That's I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Okay, but onward.
I did see a Facebook Marketplace ad for like an F-35
Yeah.
for sale.
It was like
It was like
Randy
no
was talking-
no
Randy
low
was
lightly
ballers.
used.
today, she was like, I don't understand, because she was saying like a lot of people were like against Israel or whatever.
yeah.
She said
Yeah,
that, like-
because this is why. If you ever heard of a place called Gaza,
I
You ever heard anyone
I
say free
I don't give a
Gaza?
fuck, to be honest.
there's
but-
generations of Palestinians.
That are
who
displaced
know-
from their own home.
They know nothing but hate. They know nothing but they're in Gaza. What it is an open air prison. It's like our fucking. It's basically you could say it's a
like
concentration camp.
Guantanamo. Is what
It's
you're
our
trying to
Guantanamo,
say?
or but it's like a concentration camp basically. I mean, these people in here, like Israel controls anything that comes in or out of there. Like they can only have specific haircuts. Like they make it as if it's free, like it's its own place, but it's literally described as a open air prison.
Gotcha.
But it's generations.
People snuck.
No, not like Russia.
So North Korea.
Yeah.
My bad.
But generations of people lived here. You know what I mean? Grown up there.
Yeah.
And they're completely brainwashed. We're brainwashed. Israel's brainwashed. Pakistan's brainwashed.
Right.
It's shit.
Yeah.
It's a war that's been happening forever. That's why Gaza exists, because of like
not forever. Just
I mean
just since World War II, when a bunch of white guys came together and made a promise they can't keep. And
Well,
Britain's a bunch of pussies.
That's a whole other thing.
the thing
That's
though,
kind
the
of what
reason why
started it,
people
though. That's why these people got put in a certain place that doesn't belong to them, and then everybody's like,
Oh.
oh,
I don't know. We were talking about it
man.
because she said that Kylie Jenner or said something. She posted
She's
on
pro
Twitter.
Pakistan.
No, she said something about the lives
It's
of
just
Israel or
whatever.
something, and I guess she lost like 1 million followers because of it because everybody's like against them. And I'm like, I mean, a kid's a kid.
It's a
I
war.
mean, you grew up the way you grew up. It doesn't matter.
My
Either way,
thing,
they shouldn't have fucking died.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
picking
really how
sides.
it should be, honestly.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? It's
Why-
not the USA.
Why Pakistan?
So
The reason why,
you know,
America.
that's really the only way to be.
It's fucked
honestly,
up,
'cause,
but
I mean,
yeah.
it's fucked up, but I mean, it is the way to be. 'Cause,
But
I mean, how else
but
you
see,
gonna
but at the same breath, what do you do when it comes to our doorstep?
be? Well, that's what I'm saying. That's,
Well,
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
is that when
we handle it the way we handle it, and that is what it is.
That's with extreme brutality.
Right.
Okay, just so we're all
Give
on the
a
same
fuck.
page. Yeah, somebody you will get shot, and if you're wounded, you're getting shot in the dick
What's that
and
movie
then
called?
the
Red
face.
Dawn.
Yes,
And
That's
it
what
is
happened.
it is.
Is
That's
dick-
what I'm saying.
but
Dick-
that's what's gonna happen here.
dick
They
shots-
just showed
But that's
how
what
it
I'm saying.
happens.
dick shots first.
They showed how it happens because this is it's a place where it shouldn't have happened. They sell us all of the tracking software for everything. Like they're
and they got bopped.
Yeah.
but they showed exactly how it's going to happen to us. We've
Yeah.
been letting these people into our border for sanctuary and for this, that, and the other.
Well, that's the other thing you're letting in,
And then-
not to
but
sound
hyperspeed though, ever since the last couple of years, ever since whatever got in office, it like literally coming into the border in droves, like every which way.
and it's just brown people. You don't know what kind of brown.
But
people.
you think in your head we're America, like
Just
people aren't
saying,
going to come
I'm brown.
parachuting in
No.
Red Dawn style,
Yeah.
but they're
That's-
already here.
That's after.
yeah,
that's
100%. They're already
after an
here.
initial
I
attack.
agree.
And it doesn't happen over a day. It takes this
It's decades.
this
yeah.
this this whole Israel Pakistan thing. It's not
Yeah.
like they just decided we're going to attack
Right.
today.
Right.
They've been planning it, and there's no way Israel didn't know that. So Pakistan, it looks super brutal when they attack because they're like third world.
Yeah,
And then
yeah, yeah,
Israel's their first world. So they're I don't know. So when Pakistan attacks, it looks really brutal, but that's just how they fight because that's
Yeah,
what they
they'd be
got.
that way. Yeah, that's what they know.
When Israel attacks, they're super sophisticated. So it's a military doing it. They just kill kids in a different fucking way.
yeah, with
you know what I mean?
carpet bombs.
They
and
don't
all
come
the-
into the house.
They're like, oh, that guy sells
And then
IEDs
now
and
what
parachutes.
Israel wants you to do is go give them the okay to completely brush these people off the face of the earth. When it's not even a big amount. It's not even like it's millions of people. It's like thousands.
Yeah,
It's like tens
yeah,
of
yeah.
thousands of people.
Yeah.
It's not they're gonna but they wanna
Yeah.
take out hundreds of thousands of people because of this
I don't
group.
know. Yeah, the first one was like 100 people. The first attack or whatever, it was like 100.
Dude, they were
That
showing
was- it was
they were
like
showing people
all
on like the
over.
Remember
highway, and they're
that day I
coming
came
running at them,
I'm
and they're
like,
just like stabbing people and shooting.
I
It's
didn't
like,
know how
what
big
the
it was,
fuck?
but remember that day I came over, I was like, apparently Israel just got bombed. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it was like 9/11 type shit. I was like, I knew it was
Yeah.
serious, but when I said that to you, I said it was 9/11 type. Now I was like, maybe it wasn't that bad. And now that how it's playing out, it's probably worse.
yeah,
Yeah.
Probably a
facts.
lot
Ultimately.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were showing people getting like carried away in car, like they were grabbing women
Yeah.
off the street and raping them and like throwing them in the back of cars.
Old
I'm
school.
like,
You know what I'm saying? Keep it old
what
school.
the fuck?
I'm just
I'm fried. But I'm saying in general, like for them to abduct women and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
to like they're like,
Yeah.
oh, this was great.
Yeah,
We're
no.
gonna
When
rape
she
her
was
some more
when she was
later.
talking about it, she was kind of just like she was like, I just feel
can't
bad
back
because
either
like
of
kids
them.
are dying. I'm like,
Yeah.
and which is how you should feel. I was like, that's like I was like, yeah, I was like the
But
whole
that's what they're
the whole
doing.
dramatic thing with like
That's what they're doing.
people like being like, no, we're standing against that, so we're gonna unfollow
Both sides
you on
are
Twitter.
doing
Like,
the
I was like,
same
that's
fucking
that's
thing.
ass. I
But
was like,
what is
I was like,
what
look,
is
bro, I was
war
like,
though? Like
it's
true,
exactly, it is
back
what it
in
is.
true
Like,
fucking
you
war
should
is
just have
not
compassion for people dying in general,
Right.
Like it shouldn't.
Do you
be
think
what,
when
whether
Russia-
they're in the wrong, whether their government is in the wrong or not.
even when Russia
like,
blindly
has
bombed
nothing to do with it.
Ukraine, like they're shooting mortars into Ukraine.
Yeah.
So
This
what
is
about
what the
what about
thing
all
is.
those
It's
kids
like-
though?
It just shouldn't have to do with the government in general. That's the thing.
Yeah, it
I
has
feel like
nothing to do with the
there's too
kids.
many
They're
people,
trying to hurt
there's-
people.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's
Social media.
too many. Exactly. Social media being
Yeah.
like
war
absolutely.
goes
They're
on.
too
This has
into,
been going on
like,
forever.
okay, well their government's fucked up, so fuck them. No, either way, people are fucking dying that shouldn't probably be dying.
No.
So, like,
And at what point?
which I mean, don't get me wrong, it is what it is. I'm
Yes.
also with that shit. It is what it is, brother. Like, like, sorry.
Like,
I just wonder how Israel feels about us funding Nazis in the Ukraine while simultaneously asking for us for money to help
I don't
them
know.
fund a war against Iran.
It's fucked up.
I mean, get
Either
it,
way.
get it where you can. You know what I'm
Get in
saying?
where you fit in.
Basically, just an OnlyFans bitch at that point.
Both of them are.
Yeah, I mean, just
It's-
whoever's willing
USA
to pay,
daddy,
dude.
give me your money.
Whoever's willing to pay the money,
It's
get it,
sad.
son. Hey, dude, I ain't gonna sleep on it.
And then
you know what I
if
mean?
you
Right.
don't back Israel, you hate Jews.
You're anti-Semitic, yeah. 'cause
I'm
you're a
like,
piece of
dude,
shit.
I hate Jews. Any other day, I would say I hate Jews. You know what I mean? Just
No, I
to
don't.
not.
I mean,
I'm sorry,
fucking,
I
bro.
said that. Yeah, but like me specifically, like it's complete comedy. Like it's just.
I get what you're.
You know what I
understand
mean?
you're saying,
Like
yeah.
me specifically,
I'm
like
like I was scared.
normally
at
I would
first.
be like,
Fuck
yeah,
them stingy dudes.
but I'm not gonna be like, yeah,
Well,
yeah,
there goes this.
Pakistan.
We got canceled.
I'm not gonna be like, yo, free Gaza. Like, it's just crazy.
No,
Either way, I don't know
agree.
what's going on, and
But like,
I'm not for funding either of them or any of it.
I mean, at what point though, when it doesn't matter the conflict or who or where or what, but at what point though is it like, okay, and same thing happened with us fighting in the Middle East for the war on terror. You send a drone in and blow up a school or building, it's the wrong one, or there's just it is what it is, and there's kids around, and like a school gets hit by a bomb.
They say it's
So now-
over 85%.
so now-
I mean, shit happens.
So now, right? No, I
It's
know,
over
I know.
85%.
No, I know, but I'm saying,
I mean, you
whatever,
can't have war
like,
without
the wrong
death.
people.
So.
right. So now you have the dad or mom or uncle or whoever that in an otherwise
Which-
situation was
yeah.
not an extremist.
We've seen this in every movie possible.
We've
Yeah,
seen it, right,
but this is Gaza.
But that's what I'm saying.
This
though.
is Gaza.
But we're talking about more people with a little bit more advancement.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
that's not what he was saying, but this is what I'm saying. Gaza's like it's generations of
Yeah.
people who've grew up with.
But that's the thing.
Jews
you
hating
can't
them and
blame
them in
You
this
also can't
prison
blame somebody
state.
for the way they were fucking raised.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like at the same time,
it's not like they live in free America. They don't think and they don't live like we
No.
do. They thought it was right to
Right.
go there and kill
Exactly.
these people.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's facts.
no,
Because
I,
that's the way they were. That's the
But
way
I'm
they
saying-
were raised. I mean,
but now
they
that-
don't know anything else.
I'm saying that now
You
that
can't
they've done
blame
that,
them for that.
I'm not blaming them. I'm saying, but at what point is it like, you know, that person is like, I'm a revenge extremist to whatever the cause may be, and my only goal is to do harm to the other side.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's
I
what
mean,
it
that's
is what
like
it is.
everything ever, right?
and that's why
what I'm saying.
war always exists.
So now we're at the point where okay, a bunch of children are getting hurt in fucked up ass ways. So at that point now, have you radicalized the Israeli parents and family members of those children that are like, nah, we gonna turn this around because now we
You
piss.
radicalized all the Jews everywhere
Well, yeah,
because there's
it only proves the point of like what's
because how if we were living in Israel right now and we heard that Mexico attacked,
the U.S.
we would be on the first flight back. You know what I mean?
We would, yeah.
But are you saying that means we're radicalized? That's
Why-
like what
why
you're
are
saying,
why are we going back?
right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
why would we be going back?
Because you want to protect your country.
Is that
Right?
what or your own shit?
I mean, that's why I would want to come back is to come protect my home.
Right. But I'm saying like other places don't do that. They're like,
So
"Ooh, damn. Sorry,
It
fam."
reminds me of Sean.
you would at least want to be on the first plane back.
Alec will
Yeah.
know. So Alec will probably know what I'm talking about. So Sean, his parents, they had new neighbors, and the husband would beat his wife. Right. Straight up. I mean, it is what it is. Right.
Yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes. It's
They're
fucked up.
straight from.
A different country.
They're straight from West Virginia.
Oh, okay. A different country.
Like the most hill jag dude you could meet type shit.
I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
normal though.
Just drunk.
And that
The
so
first
you
day.
know, so like so we were having a conversation.
She didn't
His
listen.
dad was talking about it, and I was like, I was like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. The dude's because I had a conversation with the dude. Dude's cool as fuck. Wouldn't even know.
He'd just be throwing lefts and rights
But
at his wife.
yeah. I mean, yeah. She's out here getting her ass whooped. Cause
Well, that's
she
been
didn't
happening
cook
with a
dinner
lot
on
of the
time.
foreigners coming
But
in.
you know what I mean, and that's why I told him, and I was that's what I told Sean's dad. I was like, dude, I was like, look, bro, I was like, honestly, I was like, that's probably how he was raised, and that's probably how she was raised too.
Yeah.
And that's why she's still there.
Well, look,
Right.
there's
I'm like, dude, it's just the
like,
way that
yeah.
they are down there. Like,
Fucking Johnny whooped my ass. I didn't have dinner done
So,
on time. I'll
New
tell you
York's
what.
You know what I
getting
mean? Like, it is what
flooded
it
with
is.
those.
Like-
New York's getting flooded with immigrants because they're letting them in, but they're getting. I just seen an actual story. That's the same thing you said. These people are coming in from different countries, and they're getting domestic abuse, fucking calls left
Yeah.
and right.
yeah,
And they get there, and the wife's like, that's my husband. Like, if you take him, like, how am I supposed to eat?
Right.
Like, how am I supposed to get paid? Like,
right.
Like, it's normal, like, shit. Like,
Yeah.
Because everywhere else still
It's
does
normal
the
shit.
traditional
Exactly.
family
and they don't
value.
work.
And that's what I'm saying. It's the way they're raised. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. You can't you can't really blame someone
No.
for. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's right.
Right.
No, what
But-
you're saying is
I-
West Virginia's third world.
I mean, it
Dude,
kind of
dude,
is.
Have you seen the
Okay,
the
before we
families of the families of Appalachia would greatly and strongly agree that their lifestyle is a third world. You had
Before we get too
listen,
far, though, again,
you
though.
talk about like the steel mill up here being so fucking big,
Yeah.
right? I only say this because that's where part of my family's from. So like to me, it hits home a little bit.
West Virginia.
Yeah, it's like fuck because there are
I can
whole
tell
ass,
there's a third arm coming out of your back.
yeah, it is. There's a whole ass fucking. There's massive towns that were coal mining towns,
Oh yeah.
like or fracking or whatever else
Yeah.
is coming and taking them over, and these towns have just died.
yeah.
Like our
down-
town.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like everything
Or
else,
Detroit
like
or
Ford,
anything else.
Yeah.
Ford leaving and
Yeah.
fucking still everything leaving.
Lorraine.
You have the entire fucking income of that entire place just dead
Yeah.
fucking stop.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Your cousin?
You're fucked. everything 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 down there just stops. Like Walmart's close.
Yeah.
Dollar General closes.
Yeah, 'cause they
There's
can't-
nothing.
Yeah.
Because nobody has any money to pay
Yeah.
for it.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, my whole thing was just that. It's like, dude, that 45, 50-year-old man, he grew up his entire life watching his own mother get beat
And that's okay.
for doing. Yeah, exactly. And
'Cause-
it was
'cause
always
you know
all
what?
right. And his mom never left one time.
Baba be
So-
hitting Nana a couple times. You just be like,
Yeah, so it is what it is to him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know
it
what I'm
just-
saying?
That I don't know. You can't blame.
I don't know.
somebody
I'm
for
for
the, way
woman
they were
every
raised.
single time. That was
Yes.
wrong. He should die.
Correct.
Yeah,
But-
no, we don't disagree with that.
I just can't. Yeah, I mean, you can't
Fuck
really
that
fucking
guy.
just take it on somebody because, like, oh,
There's cultural differences.
well, just because you were raised that way doesn't mean you're right. Clearly, but that doesn't mean that you can just expect somebody to just, you know what I mean, be
Look,
a whole.
though,
it doesn't
dude,
work the other way
Just
though.
because look,
it's
'cause-
one sided.
Yeah, it's exactly
Just
It-
because your
it's
parents,
fucked up.
just because your parents
Yeah,
are
but when
racist
you're-
doesn't mean you need to be.
I know, but
like you.
They're like,
Just because
yeah,
you were raised,
You
just because
guys-
you were raised racist for 40 years,
Listen,
now all of a sudden I want you to stop.
quit it.
this is
Like,
why
I'm
this
sorry, but it's
country's
probably
beautiful.
gonna be a little difficult.
In some
Motherfuckers
states,
out here struggling to stop smoking cigarettes. You
Right.
think you can-
You got some guys that can't stop saying the hard R.
see,
and shit.
in some
You're like,
states it's legal to smoke weed. Some states it's legal to beat your wife, and Ohio's not either one of those states. So
That's fair.
if you want to live here,
Yeah.
you gotta
That's
have some
facts.
standards. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
facts. And that's why that man never went to jail though.
why it's a
because
beautiful
his
country.
wife will
'Cause they went
always
back to West Virginia.
because his wife. No, he's still there.
He ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
That's the only marriage that's lasted.
Because
in the
it was
neighborhood.
it's not like he
Bro,
got
that's
married.
Jordan Belfort.
It would have
I ain't
been
fucking leaving.
But that's what I'm saying. It'd have been different if like he got married when he got here. No,
Yeah, right,
He
no.
was married when he came here.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
they
the
were
wife
already-
from-
that's
she's
what
from
I'm
old
saying.
country.
She's from there too.
Yeah.
So it's like she, you know what I mean? Like
He didn't do nothing.
so,
officer.
like,
You
yeah,
got a
she was
black eye
running
and
down
a
the
bloody
block.
nose.
She was running down the block saying "Save me" last night, but then when the cops got there, she was like, "No, this man's a perfect person.
Yeah.
He's the best." Actually,
I don't think she ran down the block. I think.
No, she did.
Oh, okay.
No,
well,
no, it happens all the time.
I'm thinking like she.
I
in
don't
the
want
house,
him
like,
to.
just,
She didn't
she
want
was
to
taking
die.
her licks. Yeah,
She was down to get beat the shit out of. She just didn't want to die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he hit her. She was like, I've been knocked down. I got
Yeah.
up again. Then I
Yeah,
ran
yeah.
for my fucking
She
life.
just didn't want to accidentally get croaked one time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
She's like, he be hitting
when
real
it-
fucking
when-
hard tonight.
Yeah, sometimes, you know what I mean? She had to run down the block like, shit, I'm about to die.
fuck.
But, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm like, dude. I look at her straight up. I was like, look, bro. I was like, that's how they grow up down there. You gotta. It just kind of is what it is. I'm like, I'm not gonna say it's right, but that's how they are. And I'm like, and she ain't gonna go nowhere.
No.
Because of it. And
She's
he's
gonna
like,
stay right there.
And he's like, dude, that's what I've been wondering this whole time. Like, why the fuck doesn't she just leave? And I'm like, because she's not gonna.
No.
I'm like, because she was raised the same way. She watched her own mother get beat the fuck out of.
Or her and her siblings. Or
Right. I'm like, dude, that's how they
y'all
they
didn't
are.
wash the clothes
Like,
today?
There's a lot
That's
of
a
places
wrap.
down south that are still very, very much so like that.
Right.
Like, I know a lot of the world doesn't want to think that, but it is true. Like, it
Yeah.
just is what it is.
You got some farmer, man, you forgot your drink. Klaus was trying to take it.
And a lot of them are real good. Don't get me wrong. There's still a lot of people that are real good, but there's still a lot more than people would think that are still in them old fucking ways. And it
Yeah.
is what it is.
He's going to throw hands or call you a hard R or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or both.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Did I just say like you?
I don't like it. No. So, the blacks.
Pretty much.
Should we wrap this up?
That's what we were getting
I mean, we
into.
can, or we can keep going. And
No,
and then
if we had the Patreon,
were
we
gonna
would
get
keep
no,
going.
no, that's what I'm saying. We can keep going right now.
No, we're not going to.
You gotta
This
swipe
would-
up,
no,
subscribe, hit that little link.
yeah, this will
click
give
on
us
it,
motivation.
Go to Patreon to listen to the rest of this conversation.
But we don't have Patreon, so.
That's not true yet. It can happen right now.
Well, it is true right now.
But we are starting a GoFundMe for Devin. He's trying to get a Harley.
It's either Harley or if you want to buy the.
No, I'll have
So-
that figured out by then.
Okay.
If you want to save,
No, don't listen to me. If anybody's looking to buy gently
if you want to save
used,
Devin's life,
KFX 700,
go
let
to
me know.
GoFundMe. No, we don't have the GoFundMe or the Patreon yet.
Stop it! I'll do it tonight.
Or else we would go deeper into Israel.
I just need a
in
small
Pakistan.
loan of $1 million.
Listen, folks.
do it. I haven't done it. I may do it. I may do it.
Oh my God, dude, he did a speech the other night, and it was every one of his speeches are better.
All
than
right,
the
so
other.
if you want to see the rest of this conversation, you're gonna have to see it on Patreon. Here we go.
Oh, but one more thing, I am selling political justice warrior quilts. On the quilt, it will have all your favorite flags. It's got a Ukraine flag, an LGBTQRCNIGG flag. It's got the BLM flag, and of course
The
the
Bang Local
Pakistan
Mills flag?
and the Pakistani flag. Thank you for blah blah.